YouTube family, what is up? So I'm about to call a seller and make her or him, I guess it's him, a low ball cash offer. So my VA has already filtered and qualified the lead already. So let me go over the number with you. All right. Now, so let me see here. So the property, according to my VA, the property's worth about 680,000. So the property is roughly about worth 680,000. Let me see here. Let me see what the seller's asking is. Hold on a second. Seller's asking 450,000. She owes, or he owe, because it's the name is Gani or Goni. And he owes $375,000 on it. So I'm gonna call the seller and I'm gonna probably start my offer right around 400,000. All right. And then we'll see if we can get this property locked up in a contract. Okay. So you guys are able to witness this live. I know I haven't done, especially these kind of call. I don't do a lot where I call the seller and then make offer. So make sure if you enjoy this, boom, smash the thumbs up. And if you want me to do more of these, comment in the chat and let me know, because this takes time. Because right now I could have my VA call the seller, make offer, and put this property in a contract. But I'm doing this for you guys because I know a lot of you, your weakness is you don't know how to talk, how to communicate, how to negotiate when you get on the phone with the seller. So hopefully this video will help you out. Now, before I call a seller, all right, there's something that I want you guys to listen in, okay? So I started real estate about 12 years ago, okay? And I remember I have to get a different software for a CRM. I have to get a different software for skip tracing. I have to get a different software to send out direct mail. I have to get a different software to find buyers, right? Where they'll be like, hey, I'll help you with the dispo or finding cash buyer. I have to get another software for skip tracing. Like everything was all separate. And I remember, dude, I was paying maybe roughly even $1,000 a month on all different kind of software. Well, guess what, my friend? In case you haven't know, all right, that I talk about this software, this is truly your one-stop shop. It's an all-in-one. Your CRM, your skip tracing. You want to send out direct mail. You want to find the cash buyer. You want to find dispo, right? Dude, it's truly an all-in-one software. It's a one-stop shop. And it costs you, dude, it costs just one, the one software that I used to pay for, all of this combined, and it costs less than that. All right. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, me and Jenna has showcased so many things about this software already. Okay. But currently we are going to do a name change on this software. So we're actually going to call it King Data. Dude, when you want something big, something massive, what do? King Crab, King Lobster. All right. Everything that's king, dude, that's big. This is massive. So we're going to change the name from Deals For Me Now, all right, to King Data. And you guys are the first to know about it right now. And we're in the process of changing the name. And let me comment down below and let me know if King Data was the best option, like if it sounds better. Because when we say Deals For Me Now, I don't think it's catchy enough to get people attention to know that this is a one-stop shop and how powerful this software can do for you. I mean, it also uses AI to let you know who will be in pre-foreclosure 90 days before it even happens. Divorce, tax delinquents. Dude, like every single list that you can think of, you can literally pull it from this software. Okay, go king or go home, baby. But right now, you can just go to deals. Right there, I pinned right there. Just go to dealsformenow.com. But once again, we are switching the name. All right. It's going to be King Data eventually. I don't know when you're going to see this video, but just know that it's the exact same thing. Okay. Also, too, is the pricing has increased since like we first launched it, because more and more things we are adding into the software, the more pricey it's going to get. It's not going to go out. It's not going to get lower. It's just going to get more expensive. So if you're locked in at a cheaper price, great for you. Currently, right now, it is $149.99. So $149 a month with the basic account. If the pro account, I think you pay like $259. But imagine if you can leverage the software and close one deal. It'll pay for itself like 5 or 6 years. All right. And if you want to check out like how powerful the software is, just I'll leave some link in the descriptions where me and Jenna literally went on there and freaking just it also give you access to the MLS without a realtor license. Imagine if you're able to go onto the software. Oh, it also do driving for dollars. So if you're driving for dollars, that's we're going to talk about how to leverage that software to drive for dollar this coming Wednesday live with Jenna. So remember at 11 a.m. PST. So make sure you tune in and turn on your notification. But there's so much stuff in the software that we haven't even covered. Like Jenna and I had talked about so much, but we still haven't covered everything. So if you're able to lock in at a current price right now, your grandfather in at that price. Once it goes up, you just have to pay the higher price if you obviously saw this video later. Okay, so here we go. The appointment to call the seller. So let me give the seller a call. Oh yeah. So it's going to be like this: kingdata.ai. All right. So that's also going to be the new domain name as well. kingdata.ai. And we're probably going to redirect it over to dealsformenow.com just because we've been talking about that name for the past 9 months. So just so you know, let me call the seller really quick because I know this is what you guys are here for, not for the pitch. Honestly, I don't really see it as a pitch, dude. I wish when I first started, man, I wish that there was a software that was all built in one. It's like a one-stop shop. So because I'm not a high-tech guy, so I don't want to mess with all these crazy. Like I have to go here to find this number, go here. So I'm trying to call a seller. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear it, okay? Can you guys hear that? Your call has been forwarded to an automatic. Okay, so typically I will call twice or even 3 times. So typically when the seller don't answer the first time, but obviously it's like it's a weird number, so they usually don't pick up. I typically call them right back. So you hit them back to back. I'm terrible with names. I remember when I first started out and I had to cold call people, I would like, dude, please don't pick up. Please don't pick up. I was so scared. Now I'll be like, come on, man, just pick up the phone, baby. And I know some of you can relate to that. I'll send a seller a text. Oh man, I don't want to waste the live. Give me some action. Okay, so I'm gonna text the seller. So a lot of you, this is something that you don't do when you call a seller and they don't answer. You're like, oh, okay. Always leave a voicemail. I didn't leave a voicemail because obviously I'm on live, right? But I am going to text the seller right now. I'm gonna say happy Monday. This is Khang from. So I'll text in my company name. And then I'll tell them calling to make you a cash offer on your property. So when you get a chance, can you give me a call back? Thank you. Okay. Okay, while we're waiting, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, while we're waiting, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I am going to post a link here. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, I'm gonna post the link here. You can jump on while we're waiting for the seller to call back. Cause I'll tell my VA to, hey, Jeannie, I try to call the seller and no one answer. I text the seller as well, but can you also text the seller to let the seller know that I was trying to call him? Okay. So let me see here. No one has any questions. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me pull up my. Oh, I am going to share with you guys. All right. I'm gonna try to go live on TikTok as well. Let's see. Oh, okay. What up? What up, bro?
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. So what's your name?
My name is Farouk.
Farouk, dude. Where you based out of?
Rochester, New York. It's
Okay.
upstate New York.
Hey, okay. I like your hair, dude. Nice hair, bro.
Oh, thank you. I like your hair too.
Hey. So, what's your question? How can I help, bro?
Yeah, so I just called a person who is interested to sell in the house, and he directed me to the agent. He got an agent, and the agent is require either a funds, a proof of funds, or a pre-approval loan.
Okay. Hold on a second, bro.
Yeah.
So, there's a property that's listed on the MLS.
Yes, it is. It is. But yeah, it's for. I think it's a good price
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Okay, so the property listed on the MLS for how much?
for. It's 190.
190,000. Okay.
Yes, but they have it in the Facebook market for 160,
So someone listed in Facebook Marketplace for 160.
which is the owner.
The owner listed in Facebook Marketplace for 160, but
Yes,
also go through the agent and list it on the MLS for 190.
correct.
Okay. So I don't know if the agent knows about this, but obviously, okay. Maybe they have a maybe they have a clause in there that the agent's okay with the seller trying to sell it on his own at the same time. I don't know. So okay. So what's your question?
My question is, how can I provide proof of funds or
Hold
I
on a
mean,
second.
or
Hold on.
yeah.
So are you working through an agent or are you working directly with the seller?
Well, I tried it to work with the seller first, but he is always telling me to go to the agent.
Okay,
I
so
guess
okay, hold on a second. But have you asked the seller, hey, I've noticed that it listed on the MLS for 160 and you're selling it for 190 and you're trying to sell for 160, which is $30,000 lower. I'd
yeah.
rather work directly with you. If I go to the agent, I would have to pay $30,000 more.
Yes, because she's out of state
Okay.
and she don't want. So she's trying to I don't know what's going on, but whenever I ask her, I want to see the property, I want to go. She
Yep.
is always telling me to go to the agent.
Okay, got it. I got you. Okay. So first off, have you even talked about the price with the seller?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
Well, we started with 192. I called her last week, and it was 190 on the Facebook market too.
so
So
she
today,
price to 160.
I told her about 150.
Okay, so you offer 150.
I offered 150 last week, and she said I will call you back if I can do it. I was like, okay, I'm waiting, and whenever you think you can do
Okay,
150,
Hold on a second, bro. What is the ARV of the property? Like, how much is the property worth?
I would say it would be at least 200. At
Okay,
least.
so ARV is 200,000. How much work does it need? Ooh.
Well, I asked her that, but she said nothing really major.
Okay, hold on a second, dude. Every single time when a seller say that, bro, it's going to cost between probably $25,000 to $30,000. What?
That's what I think.
Okay, what year? What year's the house built?
I would think it's 1969.
Okay, bro. The house built in 1969 has the seller. So were you able to see picture online?
Yes, yes.
Okay, is it outdated?
It looks nice. Everything looks nice. One thing, the floor needs some work. I
Okay,
mean, there's some.
hold on, bro. When you say it looks nice, are you telling me that it has granite countertop,
Yes.
stainless steel appliances? So it has already been updated.
Uh, Look, it's not updated like 2024 standard. That's
Okay,
what I think.
okay.
Yes, I
So
would say. Yeah.
okay, so it's probably going to need about, let's just say, 20,000 in repair.
Yes,
Okay,
maybe. I would. My guessing it would be more. At least 5, 10, between 5 to 10.
wait. Okay, so you're thinking it's going to cost about 30,000?
No, 10,000.
Okay, because I said 20,000 and you said more.
Oh,
But
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
okay,
Sorry.
okay, no problem. So you're thinking it's going to cost about 10,000 to rehab the property bring it up to 2024.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and you think after whoever it is buys it, spend 10,000, it's going to worth $200,000, or yeah, $200,000.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, my next question to you is, how long has the property been on the market for?
I'm not really sure. I think it's over a month, if I remember.
Okay.
I have to go back and check, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay, hold on, bro. The
Yeah.
reason why I ask you is how long the property been on the market, especially if it's listed. Because
Yes.
if it's listed, dude, and it been on, and they just recently dropped the price to 160, and you can get under contract for 150. It might be it could be a deal, but if it's been on the market for 190 and they drop the price down to 160 and has been 30 days already, and you trying to lock it up on a contract for 150, then it's probably not a deal. Because if the price already been dropped and a bunch of investors see it at 160, I can tell you right now, if it was a deal, someone would have came in and scooped the property away already. So that's why I asked you how long has it been on the market for.
Yes.
Okay.
So it just dropped today to 160.
Okay.
Today.
Okay. So if I would go ahead and lock it up for 150. Your
Okay.
question to me is that they asking you for proof of fund, correct?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So if they ask you for proof of fund, bro, the next thing you need to do is, do you have any cash buyer that you have built relationship with?
I'll be honest with you. I'm just starting. I
So you
don't
don't
have
have,
one.
okay, so hold on. So you don't have any cash buyer.
No.
So what you need to do, bro, is you need to Google Harmony Lender
Okay.
and then reach out to them and ask them to see if you can get some proof of funds.
Okay.
Okay, say, hey, I'm
Makes
looking
sense.
to purchase this property. Hey, they're asking me for, X amount proof of fund. Can you provide that? But typically, dude, if you can connect with a buyer that you already built relationship with,
Mhm.
right, they can always provide that for you. And this is the biggest problem for a lot of you that are trying to get deal on the MLS, going through an agent, because every single time, man, an agent will always ask you for proof of funds, and they
Okay.
always want you to put at least 1% EMD, which is the earnest money deposit. So in this
Yes.
case, if the property is worth, if you're offering 150, 1% of 150, I mean, you guys do the math. So the
Yeah.
agent always expect that because they don't want to waste their time, which is understandable, right? They want to deal with someone that have cash, that have proof of funds, right? That are
Yeah.
ready to close.
I
So
understand. Yeah.
yeah, so if that's your hurdle, dude, then then that is what you need to do. Also too is you can also Google proof of fund letters online. There will be
Okay.
company out there. There will be company out there, bro, that will provide you proof of funds letter. Okay.
Okay.
So get that. But typically, dude, if you can deal directly with the seller, that's the best. Because when you deal directly with the seller, they're not going to ask you for proof of funds, and they're not going to ask you how much earnest money you're going to put down. Okay.
See, the reason why I am dealing with the agent now because the owner
I
redirected me to the
I
agent.
understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand. But what I'm saying is because in the beginning, you already targeting property that are on the MLS.
Well, because I am trying to find any deals that I think it's a good deal. It doesn't matter. It's on market or off
I
market.
understand. I understand.
So yeah,
Right. I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. But what
yeah,
I'm saying is that if I were to start out as a newbie, bro, I would have focused more off market deal than on market deal. Because with on market deal, bro, there's a lot of things you have to deal with. Let me explain. Number one is proof of funds. Number two is you got to come up with 1% earnest money deposit. Number three, dude, is a realtor typically only give you 10 to 15 days for inspection. And
oh,
they
okay,
expect you to close that thing, dude, within 30 days or sooner.
yeah, that's not enough time.
Correct. So those are the roadblocks that you have to deal with. Now, if you already have buyers in place, right? And you know that my buyers love that area, and you know you can find a buyer and close that thing quick, then yes, that dude working deal on the MLS is completely fine. But typically, it takes a while for you to build up the buyers, build up the connection, the network to start doing that.
Yes, yes,
It,
that's
it,
correct.
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I understand. Yeah, yeah,
got it,
yeah.
dude. So if I were you, dude, lock it up and try to get as much time on there as possible. And then obviously the next thing is find a buyer. Okay.
Thank you so much, Khan, and appreciate
Dude,
the opportunity.
absolutely. And let's what, bro? Let's go get this.
Morning.
Okay, later,
That's
bro.
right.
So the thing is, do you guys understand where I'm coming from? When you're dealing with on-market property, once again, those are three hurdles that you have to go through. One is proof of funds. Realtor always asks you for that. Number three, 1% of the whatever price that you offer. And typically they only give you 10 to 15 days to inspect the property, which means within that 10 to 15 days, you have to give in an answer. Are you going to move forward to close on it, or are you going to back out? And now, if you do that on one deal, is fine. If you back out on 2, 3 deals, that might be okay. But bro, if you start backing out on every single deal that you put under contract, that you go through an agent, eventually, dude, it's a small world. It's a small town. Everybody will start to know your name, as you're gonna have a bad reputation, and you're not gonna be able to do business in that market, dude. Like it's spread like wildfire. So you got to protect your reputation. So typically, I say if you want to focus on MLS, you just got to be ready to go with buyers, and you got to know your market pretty dang well in that area, just so you don't ruin your reputation. Okay, Raul, what up, man?
Hey, Khan, how are you doing, sir?
Good. Hey, good, dude. Hey, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Raul?
Raul, what up, man? Hey,
I just bought your course and
let's go,
been
baby.
I've been studying it every day,
Nice,
listening to your recent calls. And
nice.
my question is, I've yet to make my first deal. I've just been studying a lot. I'm working 65 hours a week, so that's all I've been studying all day.
So hold on, Raul. So what are you currently doing for work?
I'm a rig welder.
Okay, and you work about 60 hours a week?
Yes, sir.
Man, okay. And you want to be able to replace your income with wholesaling, quit the job, and go all in with the wholesaling business.
Absolutely.
Let's go. I love it. Okay, what's your question, baby?
There was there's a pipeline that runs by my neighborhood. My neighborhood's they built this neighborhood in 2010, so it's a fairly new neighborhood.
Mm,
And I've been here for 10 years.
okay.
And we recently had a pipeline explosion right here near my house,
Ooh.
right there next to the neighborhood where it starts. And these houses, they go for anywhere from 300,000 to
Nice.
500,000. The houses,
Okay.
and there's 5 houses. They got all damaged. The fire department came out and they blasted them with water, and so they got so much damage. My question is,
Okay.
how can I get on these deals, or do I have to? I mean, I know they're going to be in some kind of dispute with the pipeline company, but I want to know how I can get into the game and see if I
Raul,
can make deals on the houses, because I remember.
Raul, hold on, bro. Dude, you're sitting on a gold mine right now. So you're telling me these 5 house has fire damage then, right?
And water damage.
Do you know how much of a damage? 30%, 50%?
All of it. I seen 2 of them, and these are 3,000 square feet houses, 2-story houses.
Yep.
They need a full gut.
A full gut, bro. Nice. Okay. So basically, basically, if it's fire damage, bro, they're probably working through the insurance trying to get the money for the house. And typically, dude, fire damage house, bro, it's a true gold mine. I have done 3 of them, and each one of them, I have made over 50 G's on each one of them. You got 5 houses. Bro, you ready? Take notes,
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
I need you to find the owner of those property. Okay?
Okay.
And obviously ask them how much they want for the property. And typically, dude, they're gonna be like, hey, we're working through the insurance and this and that, and tell them, hey, you know what? Once you can work through with the insurance, right? After that, I'll settle. Hey, we would love to come into an agreement and being able to buy this property from you.
Okay.
We're gonna pay you all cash. We're willing to buy the property and ask this condition. What are you willing to sell the property for? And typically, Raul, I think these type of people, bro, you might have to put them on a very, very tight follow-up. So if I come in, bro, I would build extremely poor, like a lot of rapport with them. Hey, I understand the condition you guys are going through, you know, and then build a lot of rapport with them, bro. And it's probably going to be a lot of follow-up, especially if it just recently happened. They're probably going to go through a lot of steps. Right. Where the point where, hey, they know how much money they're getting from the insurance. Now everything. So basically, once they got the money from the insurance, bro, anything they sell the property for is just cherry on top. So majority of them will sell you the property for the price of the land. So if you can get the property for the price of the land, bro, and you know that it's not a tear down, and people can just gut the whole entire house, and then rehab it. Bro, this dude, you can probably make 50, 60, 70, $100,000 on these deals.
Okay.
Okay. So reach out to them, find the owner, build rapport with them, and just let them know, hey, you know, you specialize in this. Let them know that, hey, we specialize in these, or buying. We buy these type of property all the time, where we know the amount of risk that we're taking on. Because a lot of them, bro, a seller that are dealing with, oh my gosh, Raul, I don't know what happened.
No, I had a call. I just canceled it.
Hey, no problem. So, Raul, typically people that have fire damage house, the biggest thing they worry about is liability. They're worried that the person who buys it over later down the road might come back and try to sue them. So you want to give them a peace of mind. Let them know, hey, we deal with these type of property all the time.
Okay.
We know the amount of risk, the amount of work that it's going to require, that's going to take. We're willing to buy the property in an as-is condition. If you need any help taking any stuff belong out the house, we can provide you with help as well. But we're willing to buy it as is. If there's anything you want to take, great. If there's anything else you don't want it, leave it for us. We'll deal with the whole entire process for you. So that's what I want. So you want to come in, you want to provide them with the peace of mind. Let them know that you're expert, that you deal this, and you take on all the liabilities and everything like that. And bro, obviously the goal is, now that you know it's worth between 300 to 500, just figure out how much they want and lock that thing under contract for 30 to 60 days. And Raul, once you lock it up for 30 to 60 days, dude, once you got under contract, bro, if you need help with anything else, dude, reach out to me and let's get this thing closed, bro.
Right on. I appreciate it.
$50K a pop, bro. That's it, dude.
Right.
Raul, let's go what? Let's go get this.
Boney.
Bro, dude, if I would five bird house, 50K a pop. 50K a pop times 5. What is that, guys? 0 to 250 G, baby. 250,000. He can literally take 20, 25 off. Close 5 of those deals, bro. Done. Even if he just closed one of those deals. 1 out of 5 houses. But this is what I'm talking about, dude. It's not how hard you work. It's what you do for work. You spend 60 hours working for somebody else, making $50,000 a year, or spend same amount of time flipping a contract and make $50,000 a month. See, that's why I say it all the time. It's not how hard you work. A lot of you say, Khang, I'm working a lot of jobs. Dude, that's your problem. You're working too hard on the wrong shit. Your job ain't going to make you $1 million a year. Okay? But wholesaling can do it. Okay? And a lot of you you're sitting on opportunities. You're sitting on a gold mine. And you're driving around every single day, and you're probably seeing these houses all the time, the rundown, beat up, fire damage, and you don't know what to do with them. And I call that missed opportunity cost. And a lot of you, dude, you're stepping over dollars for pennies. You don't want to pay for education. You don't want to pay to learn how to do this because you're trying to save on the pennies, but you're missing out on the opportunity to make 25, 30, 50, $100,000. If you know what to do with it, obviously, right? Okay, TikTok family, head over to YouTube. All you need to do is type in Real King Kong. I have to call the seller, so I need to get off the phone. Just type in Real King Kong. I'll see you on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now. Let me flip the camera around to show you so you know. Okay, so we're live on YouTube. So head over to YouTube. Just type in at Real King Kong. I should pop up. I'm the one who has 400,000 subscribers, okay? I'll see you on YouTube. Okay, let me try call the seller one more time. Oh my gosh. Please pick up. My VA just texted me. No, man. Okay, I just got a message from my VA. Hey, Kong, this is the vacant lot seller info. Layup. However, he emailed us back that. Okay. Ah, man, I try to call the seller again. Let's try to call the seller one more time. I want to make sure that this live is worth it for you guys to come. And I truly hope that it add value. I mean, it stresses me out. I shouldn't be, but it stresses me out when I feel like I don't add enough value and just wasting people's time. I hate wasting time because, dude, time is money. When you see me at an event, dude, I'm go, go, go. Your call has been forwarded. Okay, well, what we can do is I will put the link again. Okay, one more person, I guess. I have time for one more person. Oh, no, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to share with you the 3 takeaway. Who want to know this? I'm going to share with you the 3 takeaway that I for free. I pay $18,000 to go to this mastermind. Okay, now I know that this takeaway is probably not huge, but I want some of you, this might change your life and your business. Number 1 is I want you to understand that revenue sounds good, but profit sounds better. Here's what I mean. So I pay $18,000 to go to this. Actually, there's 2 of them that I go to. One cost me $30,000 a year. The other one cost me $18,000 a year. And one thing I've learned when I go to all these mastermind and event is number 1, you don't trust anybody's numbers. Okay. And then the other thing is when I say revenue sounds good, but profit sounds better, because some of these guys and gal at these mastermind has a bigger operation than me. So they do revenue wise, they do higher number than I do, right? But but it doesn't mean that they profit as much as your boy King Kong do. Because for me, I focus on building a lean, mean business. I'm not into building a monster, big ass business with hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in overhead. Some of these guys and gal, their overhead is outrageous, where it eat up all of their profit. Like it squeezed their profit to they're only profiting between 15 to 20%. Dude, I wouldn't even run a business if I only profit 15 to 20%. I'd rather just work for somebody else, to be honest with you. Like Lon, she doesn't want to even run a business that she can't profit at least 60% or more. 50% is probably the absolute lowest if she was to do partnership with somebody. But dude, they're running on like a 15 to 20% margin. Very, very thin, high overhead, because they have big monster office. They have a ton of employee. Me, dude, all of my VAs are from the Philippines, so our overhead is very, very low. Okay. Now, okay. So number 2, what did I hold on a second? I share it in my video, my shorts, but I now don't realize what is my number 2 is. Hold on a second. I want you guys to hear this. So for me, I don't like just like when it comes to wholesaling, I don't focus on number of deals. I focus on the spread. So some of these guys and gal, they're in a lower market area where property are like, you can buy a duplex for like 60,000, 70,000. So their wholesale deal, they make between 5 to 7K per wholesale. So for them to make 50,000 or 25,000 a month, they would have to do five of these. For me, I only have to do 1. Less paperwork, less headache, less moving part, less employee. Make sense? So I focus on, dude, the spread, not the number of deals. Once again, telling people the amount of deals that you do per month or per year, the bigger it is, it sounds sexy. But it doesn't mean that you're profiting a lot. And I know social media can sometimes, when you watch social media, and some people don't keep it real enough. So when you go in, all you do is you're just chasing numbers. And that's one of the mistakes that I made when I started my real estate career. I started out as a fix and flipper. I buy property, I fix and flip it. And I didn't focus. I was focused on profit. And that's why I did so well on my first flip. But then I started to chase numbers, which means I started to see other investor was doing 3 flip, 4 flip at the same time. And I was like sitting here doing like 1 every 6 months. And I was like, come on, man, shit, I can do better than this. So I was now competing with numbers, the amount of a flip that I do. So I start to chase. And then I got myself into a big mess. And then I come back and ask those guys, hey, when you do all this, how much do you profit? I mean, I should have asked them at the beginning, but I didn't know. I was too busy to even think of a question to ask. You know, sometimes you're just so busy, you're overwhelmed with stuff that you don't have time to really sit down and think about what you want, right? The type of business that you want to build. So I like to say, dude, I like build the business around the lifestyle that you want to live. Stop focus on other people's business and saying, oh, I want to build like that. Because being fancy, I don't know about you, dude. I don't care about being fancy. All I care about, once again, is profit and freedom. So Lon and I, we decided that's why we built a virtual wholesaling business. Like I can operate from anywhere. Like I felt like I am the most happy when I'm productive and when I can travel and still make money at the same time. All of my VAs are from the Philippines. We literally meet through Zoom. Everything is online. I don't have to physically be home to actually keep the business alive or running. Some of these investors, they have physical office space. All their employees come to an office. So every single time when they're done with the mastermind, they got to fly home right away. And Lon and I would just hang out, chilling, and just enjoying. Because whether I'm in California, Florida, Texas, or back at home, it's the exact same day for me, just different location. Okay. Now, what was I saying already? Okay. Yeah, so bigger. Hold on a second. Okay. The next advice I want to give you is that if you want to make an extra 3 millions, 1 millions, whatever it is, if you want to make more money, you got to be willing to spend more money to hang around with bigger players. Okay? Because you're not going to find these players, right? The people who are doing massive amount of volume and making a boatload of money at a free event. That's something you got to understand. Okay? Finally, tip number 3 is I want you to understand that the goal, like the juice, the gold, GOLD, all right, and the connection are not being built in the room. You know how you go there and you go to, let's just say, an event, right? And you're just sitting there, you're listening to the speaker, but this is a mastermind, so it's different. But same thing. We sit in a room and people goes up there and they present, right? They present what their business is about, right? And what they need help with and how they can add value to all the people, right? So it's like, anyways, they go in there and they present their business and you get to pick their brains and ask them questions. But I'm telling you, dude, the connections and the relationships and the gold, GOLD, that will change your business is not in the room, but it's in the hallway and at a dinner table. That's where I get all of my information. That's what, dude, every single, so I paid $30,000 to go to this mastermind. And we meet 4 times a year. Every single time when I go there, bro, so we meet 4 times a year, every quarter. Every single time I walk away with a piece of information or a connections, already makes me $20,000, $30,000 a month extra. Every single time, extra, every single time. And that's why I'm willing to pay for it. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that, right? So once you start making a lot of money, dude, it takes money to get to the next level. When you're starting out with no money, your goal is how can I make the next, 10,000 a month or 5,000 a month or 15 or 20,000 a month? That's fine. But when you start to get to the level where you're making $1 million a year, 2 million, and you're trying to get to 5, 10, 15, 20 million, dude, it takes money. You got to pay to be in these Shark Tank, like these big, massive, freaking monster investors circle, playa. Okay. So anyways, but for me, dude, I hate sitting in a classroom. I don't know about you, but I hate sitting in a room. Every mastermind that I go to, you will never find me in the room. I'm always in the hallway, chatting with people, picking people's brain. Or you find me at a freaking, I'll sit there at the bar, I'll buy them drinks, or we go to eat a lunch or dinner. That's where I'm at. I'm just not a type that in the room. It's just, I just can't stand it. Maybe that's why I dropped out of high school, because I just can't stand it. Let me see here. Okay. Should we do one more? Oh, shoot. Okay. We are running over time. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you here. But before I end this, once again, for those of you who want to check out the software that I'm talking about, it's truly a one-stop shop. It's all built in one. Your CRM, you can go there to skip trace. You can go there to pull your leads, any leads you want. You can send out direct mail. You can also find your cash buyer. You can drive for dollars, all in one software. Okay. And we are going to change the name to kingdata.ai. So comment and let me know. I got 68 of you on here. Please let me know if we made the right decisions. So we went from deals for me now. We're going to change it to King Data. I mean, everything start with King is big. King crab, King lobster. What else start with King? Everything is big, dude. And this software, it is truly monster. And they're just adding more and more stuff to the software. And also, one more thing that we're going to talk about on the software with Jenna. I'm going to bring her on. Okay, imagine if people that are wholesaling in your area that actually has a wholesale deal that they found a buyer for it, you get to access. So there's a way that software able to let you connect with that wholesaler so you can start getting their buyers. Isn't that crazy? We're going to talk about that on our next upcoming one, okay? But once again, if you guys want to go check it out, right now you can still go to dealsformenow.com, or eventually it's going to be going over to kingdata.ai, all right? I appreciate each and every single one of you here. I know some of you just comment here. Let me read some comment really quick. Here's some question. Hold on a second. So Sandra said, I'm going to sign up for the 3-day challenge, but can you explain a little bit about how that works? Is it like a one-on-one with you? So Sandra, basically the 3-day challenge, you will get an email, all right, from my team for day 1. We're going to show you the software, all right? And we're going to show you basically what list to pull, how to target them, all right? So your day 1, Sandra, you're going to walk away. So it's not a one-on-one. But basically, we'll send you a link. You will jump on a Zoom like this live with me and Jenna. Day 1, we're going to show you the software, what list to pull. So the day 1, our goal is to have you walk away with a motivated seller list that you can start targeting. That's number 1, right? And we're going to show you what marketing strategy you should use. Okay. And also showing you skip trace to find their number. Okay. So that way you're ready to rock and roll. Day 2, Sandra, I'm going to show you when you get on the phone with the seller. How do you talk? How do you negotiate? So how do you negotiate with the seller to start to lock that property under contract? So that's number 2. Day 2 is all about talking to the seller and locking that property under contract. Okay. And then day 3 is once you got under contract, how do we find the buyer to close on that deal? Sandra, I want to give you a little bit of motivation. So I don't know if you saw the video, but Brian joined the 3-day challenge and he closed his first deal. He made $18,000 off of the $100 investment in that 3-day challenge. And for those of you who wants to join the 3-day challenge, dude, it is beast. It is beast mode. Okay. It's probably the most in-depth training that I have ever done. Okay. Hold on a second. Where do I, okay. All you need to do, where the heck is it? Okay. Right here. All you need to do is go to WTM3daychallenge.com. If you're ready to make the investment into yourself, you want to take the next step. And if you think $100 is a lot, dude, you're probably thinking all wrong. But it costs $100 for the 3-day challenge. And once again, we'll show you everything that you needed to know. Okay. I guess that's all I got. I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here with me. Truly wish you guys the best. All right. And I'll see you at the top. And you already know what time it is, baby. Let's go get this. Moni, I'm out.